Hey guys, in this video we will be reviewing campaign financing.
Campaign financing is one of the most important topics to understand as an engaged citizen.
Indeed, after all, running an effective campaign is extremely costly these days, so the large donors of political campaigns become quite influential.
So, without further ado, let's jump in some key terms.
Term number one is PAC.
PAC stands for Political Action Committee.
Interest groups need PACs in order to contribute money directly to candidates. PACs are limited in the amount of money they can spend.
Our second term is Super PAC.
Super PACs are PACs that cannot contribute or coordinate directly with parties and candidates in their spending. However, Super PACs can receive and spend unlimited amounts of money.
Super PACs are also known as Independent Expenditure Only Committees.
Term 3 is soft money.
Soft money is money contributed through loopholes. It avoids various legal limitations.
Soft money was banned in 2002 in the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act. More on this later.
Term number four is hard money.
Hard money is money contributed as spelled out by the law. It is money that can be tracked and recorded.
Our last term is independent expenditures.
Independent expenditure is when a donor spends money on the candidate's behalf. For example, the donor can spend their money to fund a political ad supporting their chosen candidate.
Legally, independent expenditures cannot be made in coordination with the candidate or the political party.
Now, let's take a look at some of the cornerstone legal action undertaken regarding campaign financing.
The first legislation we will be talking about is the Federal Elections Campaign Act of 1974.
This was the first Campaign Finance Act. It created the Federal Election Commission, aka the FEC, which administers campaign finance laws for federal elections.
This act also created PACs and places limits on monetary donations.
Our next legal action comes from a 1976 Supreme Court case, Bacot v. Bacot.
Here, the Supreme Court ruled that a candidate's money spending is a form of free speech.
In other words, it allowed candidates to spend as much money as they wanted on their own campaigns.
Our next act is the Bipartisan Campaign Reform Act of 2002.
Also known as the McCain-Feingold Act.
This act not only banned soft money, it also banned the broadcast of specific issue ads within 60 days of general election. This act not only banned soft money, it also banned the broadcast of specific issue ads within 60 days of general elections.
It created the Stand By Your Ad provision.
And it raised the limit an individual can contribute from $1,000 to $2,000.
Lastly, we have the Supreme Court case Citizens United versus FEC.
In this case, the Supreme Court ruled that money spent by corporations is also an example of free speech and is thus protected by the First Amendment.
Thus, corporations can now spend unlimited amounts of money through super PACs.
Congratulations! You are now equipped with some of the key information regarding campaign financing.
Want to learn more? We urge you to visit fec.gov, where you can easily search any individual or organized contributions in federal elections.